All right, so what's happening, guys? I'm back again. Haven't really put a video out in a while of my car, but I did get a new car part today. That's my dog, Mars. And so I got the new car part today, and it's basically an inlet pipe for the turbo that connects to the air intake. I got it from ECS Tuning. It's for the 2016 1.4 Jetta. And here it is right here. All right, so I ordered this part off of ECS Tuning. This is the big bore inlet pipe for the Mk6 Jetta. Some silicone piping, zip tie. All right, let's get to it, and we're gonna do this install. All right, so about to hop in the car, and where I live at, I can't really work on it in this area in the parking lot, so I'm gonna go around to the back area and get this done. All right, so down here, this black plastic is the turbo inlet. That's what's going to be replaced with the aluminum one that has the larger outlet for it for more airflow. It's about like 11%, as I mentioned. We're just going to go ahead. What you will have to do is remove this intake and remove the blow-off valve system here to be able to get to the turbo inlet. All right, so we got most of the other parts out the way to access the turbo inlet. The only problem right now is that the 2 bolts that are connected to the turbo that are with the inlet, they're a little bit tricky to get to, so it's not the easiest type of change that's going to happen. You got to figure out a way to... All right, so we have the torque nut on there with the extender, but that extender is too long. So in order to access this screw that's connected to this plastic inlet, you have to go through over here and then run it through that little hole right there in order to get it. Yeah. So right now I'm still working on trying to find the right size adapter that's going to be long enough to reach in there, and also so the ratchet can start loosening it up. So I'm gonna figure that out and then come back to it. All right, so we finally got the screw off, and we used a T30 with an angle to be able to do that extension and then stick it through that part that I showed. So we finally got the one screw off. We got to get the second one off, and should be getting this thing done here soon. All right, so we have one more screw to go before we take off the plastic inlet pipe, but the other screw is in an even more difficult spot that you can't see, so you kind of just have to fill it out. All right, so finally got off the plastic inlet, and this is the turbo in the 1.4T. So basically this is one screw you got to take off, and you have to come through here, but then there's a screw all the way down there, and that one's not easy to get. I use this right here in order to try to, you can't really go like in an angle like this, so you have to go long ways each time and somehow loosen it up, but it's definitely not an easy task. You can be able to do it, but you know, it's not an easy task and it's going to take some time. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get the new big bore aluminum turbo inlet on there and then get everything else set back up. All right, so we got the turbo inlet in. It's tight. When you do put it back in, I mean, it's only so tight that you can get it. You're not going to be able to really hammer down on it, but I guess just to check, turbo inlet's not moving, so I mean, when to go ahead and set everything else back up. All right, so everything is connected back. You can see that's the new aluminum turbo inlet. Got the charge pipe, air intake set back up, and we're good to go. All right, so thank you for watching the video. I hope it helped out someone. It is a little difficult, but it can get done. It's just you're gonna have to, really get in there. It's gonna take a little bit of time, even for an experienced person. It's not easy, but I'm gonna go ahead and start the car up and see how it sounds. I'm gonna go on a little test drive.